That's a fundamental fault somewhere. They could be into banking, investment, fraud, scamming, lies, money laundering. You never know. Doesn't that even make you feel less of a human being? That's a problem. Like, there's a problem with you. Shut it. It's a wild jungle, and I don't know how you guys do it. I'm so sorry. I've disconnected myself from the doings of this generation because you guys are insane. Oh, I have a good one. I'm in love with you. You're telling me to put my hand in sci-fi because I'm in love with you. I'll put my hand in sci-fi. It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. Relationship and understanding with yourself before you're able to put yourself into society and relate with other people too. I will walk out and get the hell out. Maybe they're supposed to be 10k. You now add locks to it. The locks will now make you 50. Please, why am I buying slippers for 50k? Shut it and post your video because you are the only person that's stopping you from doing you. But the bigger you are in life, the bigger your problem, and you have the potential to actualize those capabilities. This is your issue. You know, you like being around me, but you don't want to admit it. Come back here. They play. Younger brothers, you just like to act like do we like this? No, I don't care if you like it. You have to like it. You have a choice. It's been a whole long ass time. Hi you guys, how's everyone doing? So I need to find the story where I asked you guys. You guys already know how this works. I tell you the topic I want to talk about on my I tell you the topic I want to talk about on my IG. Let's talk topic. And then you guys drop. I like how my hair is looking from there. Like I'm going to show you guys later. I think every time I say I'm going to do something later, I never do anything later, but I digress. Let's go back to what we're talking about. Let's talk about things that are not talked about enough in society. Those things that are actually real problems that people do not speak on one certain aspect of life, and then they do speak on the other parts which are actually as important or even more important. These are just parts that many people see. This tail that is sticking out when I try to do my claw clip. Just move the camera back a bit so you guys are not too close to me, and I want us to be on the same eye level so we can talk and communicate properly. And I really hope this wig is in the middle because I don't understand what's going on with my forehead. But yes, let's talk about things that are usually talked about in the society. This weird, wretched society we're living in. The online community, most especially. That's where all these problems are. You know, many people have access to internet. They feel like they can just be doing rubbish. I actually need water because I'm going to be talking a lot, and the other videos I usually run out of, like my mouth becomes dry. And YouTube problems, I forgot to format my SD card before filming, so if my SD card gets full I have to pause, which I don't wanna, but I have to. I don't wanna. So you guys also ask questions, and sorry, I'm very restless. You guys also ask questions, and I also incorporated that. You know how people say the things you see online are not realistic? They say it in the sense that, you know, as human beings, we just like consuming. We just love consuming content. Like the things we see, we just want to keep seeing and seeing. We're usually inclined, like we just want to keep seeing and seeing and just taking it and taking it and taking it. So when we take in too much, it becomes so toxic because you start to compare these things that you're seeing to the way your life is, and you start setting these things as standards. And then if the things you have in life or where you are right now is not up to what's going on and what you're seeing with your two eyes, you know, on the internet, then you begin to start wondering like there's a fundamental problem somewhere in your life. But there really isn't. There really isn't. Everyone is in a journey, and everyone's journey is different. I'm going to start with the root of the issue, you know, the social media issue. Everyone, or if not most people here, are on social media. They have access to the internet. Yeah, you have people living their lives and then do whatever they want to do. They post whatever they want to do. Okay, as people are doing these things, know that they are not entitled to how you view them, and they're not entitled to your opinions. So you have your opinions regardless of whatever content or whatever thing they put out online. You have your opinions, and they have their lives. Your opinions, whatever you have to say, doesn't really matter to them and doesn't really concern them. So however they want to live their life on the internet is fine by them. So now these people that live their life on the internet, I'm talking about you and I. We live our lives and we have different ways that we want to do things. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'm landing. We have different ways we want to do things. Now I can decide to post every single aspect of my life on social media, yeah. But I don't want to post everything because I want to live my life in a wholesome manner. Like I want things to happen nicely, happen for me, private, and I like to keep it that way. But some people don't, and it's fine by them. It's fine by them. Like it's not compulsory. So this is where my point, you know, this will like this. So there's this pressure that now comes with wanting to put out every single thing online. If I buy a car, I don't want to say anything where they start quoting me and be saying, Daniel said this, Daniel said this, Daniel said this. Please, let's chill. I don't even relate with anybody online, like fighting wise, no. If I buy a car, I wouldn't even what's it called? You wouldn't even know, because that's the way I want to live. That may be different from somebody maybe called X somewhere, and then they buy a car and they want everyone to know that they bought a car. They want everyone to know that they bought a house. That's fine by them, but who is that? That's not the standard. You don't have to do that. That's what I'm here to tell you. If you did not know, that's what I'm here to tell you right now. It's not a rule. Nobody on SM, that's social media, nobody on SM said when you buy things you have to show it off in order to, like, you know, gain a crowd. People do that for them, work for them, that's fine. And people lose themselves in the process. You do not have to do that, because if you're trying to do that just to meet up the standards you've created as a social concept in your head and a social concept of society, you start to lose yourself, because you want to keep up with that image. You want to keep putting out things online, and if the things you get are not as, you know, shiny, as shimmery, you try to do more to try to, you know, get those things and get those things visible, and then at the end you're just like, what is going on? So you don't need to live your life on social media. Your life is beautiful, it's nice, you can live it up and enjoy the experiences off cam like I do, or you can post your whole life, entire life online. Do whatever you want to do, but I'm here to tell people, other people that are not really interested in posting everything about their life online, or other people that look at these people that do so and admire them and look at them like, oh, this is the standard to be on social media, to be seen on social, to be appreciated on social media, this is what you have to do. No, please, you don't. And you don't have to. So all this pressure of having to post every single thing online, no, you are the one that's creating that pressure in your head. Like, it's just you. I'm here to tell you that it's just you. You can't throw away the fact that people are doing that and it's creating unnecessary pressure, but you have the choice to turn away from that and tell yourself that this is not what I want for myself. You know what you want for yourself and stick to it. So that whole pressure of wanting what this person wants. Do you know what these people are doing for their money? I don't know. They could be into banking, investment, fraud, scamming, lies, money laundering. You never know. Can be good or can be bad. Why should what one person... Wait! Why should what... God, I beg. Why should what one person... Go, wait. Analyze this English. Why should what one person is doing affect you that much? Like, why? I don't want to use any influencer's name, but there are particular people that everyone is like, oh, when I watch their story and I feel so stupid, I feel so unaccomplished. Like, baby girl, oh boy, do you know what they've been doing in their lives? Do you know how long it took them? What's wrong with my English today? Do you know how long it took them to get to where they are, to build what they have? Some people may not be coming from the rags of the rags. Some people came from rags, you know, rags to riches. Some people have been building themselves. Like, you know, that Ola of Lagos guy, like, his story is just beautiful, and I just want him to keep excelling. Even though he doesn't know me from Adam, he doesn't know me from anywhere, but when you hear him, you can feel his story. You can't now start comparing to, do you know how much sweat? I was watching a video that he said he was making, his salary was like 17,500 naira. Uber alone right now is how much? So imagine, like, that's what somebody came from, and then you now start comparing yourself to him. Oh, I want to be chasing cars, or I want to be driving cars. You you just graduated SS3 or you just got your bachelor's degree from whatever uni you went to, and you're comparing what you're doing right now. Don't belittle yourself, don't belittle your worth, but you're comparing where you are right now to somebody that has been growing themselves since God. Do you know what they've been through? You shouldn't. Like, it's something we can't escape, something we fall into as human beings, but you should not measure your worth, your growth by other people's positions in life or other people's achievements, because you don't our experiences can never ever be the same. It cannot. And I know people say this all the time, but they don't speak on it enough. Want to go on social media, post this. Calm down. And it's important to, like, know who you are first, like, know what you stand for. So when you're trying to do all these things, you don't get lost. You don't just hop on one train, hop on the next train, hop on things you allow yourself taking, the things you consume really determine how you're going to act in life. Because if you're taking too much of, oh, this influencer has this, they are flying these trips, it's going to mentally limit your capabilities, and you have the potential to actualize those capabilities. Word. You see, studying philosophy in school is actually, for real though, you actually have so much potential to actualize those capabilities, to build them, like to make them core competencies. Sorry, I cannot let all this knowledge I knowledged in school go to waste. It's not possible. After all this sweat I sweat for exam, I will show it up. Yeah, so a lot of what you take in really affect what you put out. So you have to be mindful of the way you take in these things that people decide to show you. Also, please, when you are looking at these people, these figures, these influencers, please, we are all human beings. The only thing that's making is I'm not even saying what they've been able to achieve with the internet, web 2.0, the interactive web, and camera. That's what is differentiating. That's actually what they've been able to do with those two powerful tools. That is what is separating you guys. I hope you know. So please, these people are also human beings, and I'm also going to say the same when it comes to me, because you guys talk as if we are gods or they are gods. I'm not big like them, but you get what I'm saying. Like, at least I have some level of following. People talk as if these people are not human beings. Like, we don't have emotions, we don't have a life, we don't have fun, nothing. I don't know. Please, Davido has the same type of blood that is run. I don't mean exact blood type and blood group. It is the same blood. It is blood. The blood is in Davido's body. Blood is in my body. Blood is in your body. You breathe in oxygen and excretes carbon dioxide. That's the same thing Burna Boy is doing. Like, we are all human beings. Take away the fame. We are all bodies. We have souls. Like, we literally all deserve to be respected and be treated properly. So no, all this thing about talking about celebrities, like, oh, they're meant to do this for you, they're meant to do this for you, oh, yeah, say anything to them, it doesn't matter. Like, as much as we all try to, have that thick covering and thick shell and all of that, we are still human beings. Once in a while, words get to us, and it's really not that cute. Also, the thing about being entitled to celebrities' money, I mean, they've blown, they're doing well for themselves, but the bigger you are in life, bigger your problems, and the more money you need to solve those problems. You may be asking for 10k. That 10k that you want, that you need, is another person's 1 point something million. But you are seeing that 1 point something million as 1 point something million because what you need is 10k. But that celeb is seeing that 1m as 10k. Like, that 10k is not enough. Like, the 10k you're looking for is not even enough to solve the problems you're dealing with right now. So your level in comparison to where they are at in life, that 10k is basically equivalent to the 1m. But because, okay, it's not really usual for you to see 1m, you look at it as, oh, that celebrity has 1m. That one, the way the person needs that 1m to solve as their last card to solve that problem is where you need that 10k to solve that problem. I'm trying to just make you see that you guys need to humanize. I say human. Hey, you guys need to humanize these people you look at as influencers, as celebrities. Yeah, a lot of them have money and they spend it, and I'm not disputing the fact that people actually live so lavishly and spend money in hell. It doesn't disregard the fact that they're human beings. And you guys need to humanize the people you see on screens, please. I'm not a robot. Thank you very much. I think I've touched on, the introduction. Introduction alone is already 30 minutes. See what I'm saying? I talk too much. I don't even know how I'm going to edit this because I'm going to feel so tired. I just hope this wig looks cute, because if I look like a fool, I'm dead ass not posting this video. Dead ass. I've talked about the basics. Now, all the small side effects. So, all this pressure, lifestyle. Push your lifestyle. It's fine. Do what you want to do. People are not really responsible for the way you feel. People that put out content creators, they are really not responsible for the way you feel. They just have enough parts like influence you based on the level they're at in life and on the online space. So they don't really directly inform your decisions, right? You choose to do whatever you do with the information they put out, which is the content they put out. You will now carry your 2 cockroach. I'm not making fun of you, please. We're all guilty, not victims. We're all guilty of this. You now carry your 2 cockroach legs. I will now be doing, my room is not up to this person's room. My aesthetic of my house is not up to the aesthetic in this person's video. The phone we're using is not really up to this person's quality. The clothes I'm wearing is not rich. That rich girl aesthetic, that clean rich girl that wants to kill all of you. I don't really have a... Shut it. Shut it and post your video, because you are the only person that's stopping you from doing you, and I will never stop saying that. The only person that's stopping you from doing you is you. And I'm also telling this to myself, okay, wait, I've grown past that level. But then I remember when I did my first YouTube video right there. I finished the video and I edited it like on the spot, and I was like hesitant to post the video because I was like, my background, my this, my that. But if you are waiting for the perfect time, you would never make any video, because you can never have everything you want at once. Even the people that you think, oh, they've made it, they have everything, trust me, they're looking for 1 million and more things. So you can never have it all at the same time. You just have to be good enough to start. There's nothing like, oh, the perfect time. There's no perfect anything. Do you want to remain here and your body will rot before We should learn to be comfortable. There's nothing we can do. Like, God gave us the resources. He distributed the resources in his own understanding, even if we as human beings don't see it as equal. So we just have to maximize what we can do, maximize our resources. Maximize what we can do with the resources. Sharp put the resources to good use and feel comfortable in the life you have been given, and try to aim to be a better person for yourself, not for somebody else or for the online space, or you're just trying to jump on the next trend and then you lose yourself in between. Like, no, people need to learn to feel comfortable in their homes. Like, your house does not need to be looking. I know I'm talking and I look like a crazy person because I can. You people will be saying, "Oh, Danielle, look at your house." And then yes, I have this house, but I'm trying to tell you that my mentality is not a thing of I have to have my house looking like this before I can post a video. That's not it. Like, if you've been following me from the beginning, even till now, there are some things I post, and then some of the aesthetic, like that aesthetic thing, social media thing, but I will still post it because it's me. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, I'm not going to rent a whole house studio just so I can put out a video to feel accepted by a certain group or certain stand. There's no standard. I'm not going to stop using that word because there's no standard for anything. Do you get what I'm saying? You just need to do everything in good quality. Try to make the best out of what you have, and then you see that it's a journey and you're growing and you're getting there. Do you get what I'm saying? People were telling me, "Oh, I can't make videos like this. My house is not aesthetic. I don't have luxury guinea." In this economy, please, I'm not going to be part of the people that will be pretending like this economy is favoring. Like, it's not favoring everyone. It's not favoring everyone. Many people are just trying not to look like their problems. It's not favoring everyone, and because some people are enjoying it, I'm not going to act like it's okay. It's not okay, and people need to actually come to terms with reality and understand the fact that people are actually suffering. Like, let's stop talking about, I just remember something I need to talk about. Like, I hate people that can't be okay, I don't hate people, but I hate when people cannot be realistic. Like, all these online people, all these big people in quote, I don't know, people that have made it in quotes, and they have money, they can get, they have access to things that normal people wouldn't have access to. I hate when they're so unrealistic. They'll be like, okay, let's say they're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, let's say I want to do my lashes. It's just like 30K now. Let's go and do our lashes. And they're telling person B, like person A is telling person B, oh, let's go and do our lashes. Like, it's just 30K. And person B is like, even if like I can't really, that's too much, like the economy, like imagine spending 30K on lashes, how much am I spending? And then person A is now like, oh, it's just lashes, like chill, like it's just 30K, like anybody can bring out 30K for their, let me even go down to 5K. And they're like, oh, anybody can bring out 5K from their account, anybody can bring out 2K from, like, sure, anyone can't just bring out 5K. Like, it pisses me off. It actually pisses me off because I hate, like, why are you pretending? To me, I feel like you're just pretending to keep up this look or put up this front that, oh, you can spend money on. No, please be realistic. Not everybody can afford things you can afford easily. Because 2K is 2K to you doesn't mean 2K. 2K is like, 2K to another person can be like 1M or 10M to you. People actually don't see money every day. People actually don't. Like, reality check. Please calm down to reality. Like, I hate when people do that thing. Please stop with all the pretending rich. I have to feel rich. I have to speak rich. I have to talk rich all the time. You have riches is fine, but don't be attacking other people because you are indirectly attacking other people's. Like, what do you mean? How can you be telling somebody, oh, what do you mean you cannot spend 10K? Like, it's just 5K. If I tell you I'm not spending the 5K, I am not spending it. And it doesn't make me less. It doesn't make me, oh, poor. It doesn't make me stupid just because I don't want to spend like 30K on lashes. That's fair by me. That's fair by my means of living, by the rules I've set for myself, my standard of living. That's fair. If it's not okay for you, go and spend the 50K on lashes. Please, like, these are things that we don't talk about enough in society. Like, we need to do more reality checks because 10K is not beans, 2K is not beans, 500 naira is not, even 5 naira is not beans because everybody doesn't have that much access to resources like you do. So please learn to put yourself in people's shoes and act logically. You are aware of how things are in Nigeria, so stop acting like you don't know, please. Please, oh my gosh. Okay. Also, this brings me to my point. There's this culture of like everyone wanting to be part of what is going on in social media, yeah? Part of what is trending, so now the new pandemic is adding luxury to everything, which gives you a kind of like getaway deal card to extort people for ordinary products that they can get for normal price, just so you can feel among. Everything looks, demi looks, something luxury buy, luxury wears, luxury. You now see slippers of like maybe they're supposed to be 10k, you now add locks to it. The locks will now make it 50. Please, why am I buying slippers for 50k? And they'll now start saying stuff like, oh, it's beyond my, oh, you're not my audience. What is that they say? You're not my target audience if you can't afford it. But you're doing sales almost every week. It's not making sense to me. Please, you can't do your business without adding the locks. Everyone can't do luxury. You can't just be using that whole luxury disguise just to extort people, because why are you selling those slippers for 70k? I'm talking about designer brands. That's different. But you're selling normal things that other people will sell for 15k, for 70k because of the locks that is in your business name. This is not normal, and it's not talked about enough. Please, this whole locks pandemic should calm down. Please, everything is not luxury. Everything doesn't have to be luxury. Please, let's be calming down. Thank you. Oh, and also on pressure, I saw somebody asked me on my snap one day. They were like, I'm going to put my snap in my there and also in my description. Somebody asked me one day, they were like, Danielle, I am 17 years old and I keep watching these girls, like they're 25 and they look nice, they have this. What do I do to stop feeling this? Like, why do I keep feeling this way? Like, I want to look like them. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. Like, if you know me, even if you're watching me for the first time, I believe you should know already that I don't look like someone that who sugarcoats things. I'm going to give you a reality check. Please and please, you're 17. No, I'm not. This is not like an attack. It's not an attack. This is just how I'm answering the question. You know that wait, what's 25 minus 70? 8 years of experience. That's a whole child in between your ages. You want to force 8 years of experience, body growth, mental growth, physical growth. How do you want to automatically have that at 17? It's more than just physical enhancement or physical appearance stuff. Like, you see people, you now see like young girls, they're like doing heavy makeup to look older. Do makeup if you want. I don't care what you do with your life, but I know the category of people I'm talking about. I'm talking about people like under this question, this context. They do heavy makeup to look older because they want to look 25. 17, you're 16, you want to look 25. Try as much to get wigs, you kill yourself over wigs just to look 25. Some people to attract older people, to just feel older, to just feel more, pretty, to feel fine because they feel like they look, there's time for everything, boss. You're gonna get to 25 and you're gonna face what you're facing at 25. Also, like I said, we need to stop over consuming the things we see online. There's more to being 25 than just going to the club, partying, looking nice, having your body all grown, attracting nice things, attracting nice people. There's many people at 25, they're saying they wish they were children again. So you need to be calm because everybody's gonna grow. We're all going to grow, so you need to chill. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. You should not be in a rush to go anywhere. Okay, so one said I should talk about toxic friendship. I'm trying to find the message.
Especially when it's like your friend is in a toxic relationship with a guy, and how her relationship begins to affect your friendship with her.
You guys heard that. I don't know if I need to repeat myself. The person you're friends with is in a toxic relationship with someone, and then they start to behave in ways that, affects their own friendship too. You're friends with someone, the moment you get into your relationship with somebody else, you're a whole different person. You start treating your friends like they were not your friends before you entered that relationship. And then when you're done with the relationship, or at several points in the relationship where things are off and on, because it's toxic, you now start going back to your friends. You go back to them. You act like, oh, you want to be there. You want them to be there for you. And it's like, okay. But the moment you walk out of here, you're going to meet that guy, and then you're not going to start talking like, something is wrong, like, again. Our problems in life as people just multiply every single day. This is why in the part, I can't remember what episode this was, but there was a Let's Talk episode that I mentioned how to get into any relationship, to exist in society, you have to know yourself first. You have to have a relationship and understanding with yourself before you're able to put yourself in society and relate with other people too. Cause you know how great it feels. It's very important to know who you are. Because when you do not know yourself, when you don't understand yourself and what you want for yourself and who you are, like things you tolerate, things you don't want to tolerate, your principles, the things that guide you in life, the things that you live by. When you enter relationships, you don't know who you are. You lose yourself because you didn't know yourself in the first place. So it's difficult being in relationships with people when you don't even have a good relationship with yourself. You wouldn't know when to get up when someone is disrespecting you. You wouldn't know how to get up when someone is disrespecting you. You wouldn't even know when you're being disrespected. Yeah, because you would be easily manipulated by people and then they're just treating you anyhow. They're just telling you anything and you believe because you don't know your worth. Like you don't even have a relationship with yourself. You're very good friends with somebody and you enter a relationship with somebody, next thing is like your friendship becomes dead to you. Your friendship is on the other side. You don't hang out with the person. The person in your relationship is basically controlling every single thing you do. If you have priorities, you value the things you value in your life, you know yourself, you know the things you value, you know how high you regard certain relationships, you would not act a certain way. Even if somebody you're supposed to be in love with tells you to, like, it's like, I'm in love with you, you're telling me to put my hand in sci-fi because I'm in love with you, I'll put my hand in sci-fi. It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. The same, that's how it is with people. If I enter a relationship with somebody and they're asking me to do stupid things like, oh, block my friend, don't speak to your friend. My friend is somebody I love. I love my friend. She values me. I value him. I value her. And then we know what we've been through together. We are very much more permanent than you have. Like, you just came into my life. Like, I am not disregarding the love, the intensity of the love, or the weight of the love or the bond that we share, but that you're doing too much. You're doing a little bit too much. Why are you telling me to block somebody that I've been through thick and thin with, somebody that I value, someone that I hold like this, my highest things, because of what? Someone, you that I'm not even sure you're going to be here forever. You may pull a stunt and leave, but that friendship, you know, friendship are different from relationship. Like most times, relationship, once it's over, you can't go back to being friends again because a lot has happened. Like a lot has changed between a friendship, normal friendship, relationship, and romantic relationship. You can't really go back to being friends. You've lost a friendship and you've lost a relationship once you're done with that. But a friendship remains a friendship. I'm not saying they can't fall out, but in comparison to a relationship, you get what I mean. You tell me to throw away how many years and experience of friendship for what? Doesn't make sense. So if you actually know who you are and have a deep relationship with yourself, I'm so, like, it may sound like that's the harsh reality. Because what do you mean I can't do this because this person said I shouldn't? Are you a puppy? Like, are you bingo? Don't be acting like a whole new person. A whole new person or a whole entire person that doesn't recognize who their day ones are anymore. The second they enter into a relationship, you start acting like you don't have friends. You don't talk to them, you don't go out with them, you don't. Then when they break up your heart and break up to you, now remember, you now start going back to them. Oh, I have friends. Ooh, that's toxic. Don't apply your toxicity in your romantic relationships to my friendship, please. If anybody does that to me, I'm walking away. Friendships are good, like I said in my Let's Talk Friendship episode, but it's not do or die. If I don't feel respected and appreciated in a relationship, I will walk out and get the hell out. You are not the first and you definitely not be the last. So what's that? Talk about the dating scene in Lagos and Abuja. I'm not in the dates. I'm not really particular about what I've seen, and what I've heard is crazy, and you guys are living in the jungle out here. It's a jungle. It's a wild jungle, and I don't know how you guys do it. I'm so sorry, because the things I've heard, I think we need to come to the understanding that nobody in this general, like in this present day and age, like not nobody, but majority of people are not in like meaningful relationships anymore. Like anybody's just dating anybody. Like, what do you mean you come out of a 1 year relationship and next two weeks you find another person? After 3 months you find another person in 1 week. It just shows that's not enough. I don't care what anybody says. You're trying to move on, fine. That's not enough to build such a connection that will push you or make you enter a strong relationship. Like, what do you mean? We break up and then after 1 week you're inside a relationship. Like, what is going on? Like, it's actually a jungle out here. Like, the things I've seen, I just want to let you know that when a lot of people are not dating for love, like they're not in relationships for love, I don't know what you people are doing with yourselves, but keep doing what you're doing with yourselves, and leave me out of it. I've just said, like, I've disconnected myself from the doings of this generation. I'm so sorry, but this culture, this pass to one person culture, pass to the other person, use this person's heart to do taekwondo, use this person's heart to roll a bar, slap this person's heart across the door. After all my problems in life, you want me to add in boy problem? Oh, this thing has been here since. I should not start crying because I was stupid enough to. I'm not blaming anybody. I don't want to speak, and it's not be like, oh, it's because you have not been in the experience. Some people walk into, as in, the devil's den with their 2 cockroach eyes open. So I'm not about to start doing that. Like, the sooner we realize that people actually don't date for quality, they don't date for love, they just date for dating sake, just say I dated this person, the more you're able to handle situations better. You know, if any guy comes your way doing it, Please know your worth first, I beg. This is in this space is trash, it's terrible. Everyone is just sleeping with each other, everyone just knacking each other, everything just knacking. I also want to talk about this, yes, the knacking culture. I have a good one. The pressure to be in a relationship and the whole thing as seeing being single as a curse. You know, you see all these memes. Oh yeah, people will be like, oh, it's memes, it's jokes, but it's not really memes, it's not really jokes. Like, they're actually being serious. If you decided to keep to yourself, so you decided to be single, some people just can't survive. I'm telling you, like, if you think that way, there's a problem with you, because as a human being, why can't you survive on your own? Like, you have to be with somebody. No, that's a fundamental fault somewhere. There's nothing wrong in being single and wanting to be in a relationship on your own time, at your own time, on your own accord. Please, let's get it. Oh, if you're single, something is wrong. Like, I see all the jokes. If it's jokes, it's friends. I understand the jokes. If you decided, or if maybe by chance, or just the way life is, maybe you've been trying and it's not working out for you, and then you find yourself single, and then people are like, oh, there's something wrong with you, or they're insulting you for that. Please, the fact that you think like that already, something's wrong with you. Because what do you mean, like, why are you insulting someone based on the fact that they're saying, like, what's this whole thing as, oh, if you're not with somebody, something's wrong with you? Why are you so obsessed with the other gender? Like, why? That's a problem. If you can't do things on your own, like, if you actually can't be alone, you can't function, that's a problem. Like, there's a problem with you. If you want to be in multiple relationships back to back to back, that's fine. If another person decides to stay single, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's some people, like, literally want to be in a relationship, they can in 2 seconds, but they know what they want, and rather, they would not just settle for any rubbish. Like, now somebody will be asking me, oh, Danielle, how are you single? And I'm sure you get a lot of DMs, like, you can't just be in a relationship. I'm like, so somebody from somewhere will come into my DMs and say, I want to date you, and I'll carry my 2 cockroach legs. Because I'm single, I'm not supposed to see it as a curse. I'll carry my 2 left legs and go and date the person. Date what? I should date the one that's not good for me. On top, like, literally, I want to run away from being single. Like, I should just accept any. I feel like that's even the fundamental problem. I feel like many people are just in relationships to get away. The thing is disturbing me. This boy. I feel like many people are in relationships just to get away from the fact that they're single. Just because they don't want to be single. Not because, oh, they actually want to experience. Because many people are in this relationship thing for the aesthetics. Like, forget about the aesthetics, forget about the videos, forget about the nice stuff. There's good and there's bad parts. There's complicated parts and there's easygoing parts. Like, it's not going to be all rosy. That complicated part, they don't remember, they disregard it. They enter into relationships because they don't want to be single. Like, not because they actually want a relationship. We need to learn how to be ourselves and be on our own. A lot of people have terrible experience. Like, obviously, what are you doing?
Thank you.
No, I'm talking to myself. No, I just sat down here and I'm talking to myself. Which call? This is how they used to be on the call. Can't disappear from this place. I'm making a video, please. I should talk about my video in front of you. Okay. Anyways, this boy doesn't want to leave my video, so I guess stop whistling. What is your issue? You like being around me, but you don't want to admit it. Come back here. They play. Younger brothers, they just like to act like, do I need more lip gloss? I feel like I've been talking for 20 years.
Really, nigga?
Okay, we're back. Another thing I want to talk about, the culture. So you're sitting down there. Every single thing is about, I don't understand, like, you guys don't have things to offer about yourself anymore. You don't have goals, no ambitions, no nothing, everything left, right. I saw one tweet one day. That's what she was saying. I'm just looking like, who is this funny person? Home training gone wrong, pro max. Why is everything about you? Knock. You people don't read books. Like, you don't talk about your goals, you don't talk about nothing. Culture is terrible. Even when you meet someone for the first time, the next thing they're asking you is, oh, what's your body count? How many people have you done this with? I'm sorry, but if you ever meet me in person and you come to me that approach, I'm never speaking to you again, because that is so low. Nothing to offer people, no valuable thing other than your private part. Like, doesn't that even make you feel less of a human being? That's terrible. There's someone said I should talk about Nigerian parents and comparison. When I live my life naturally, I don't even bother but I'm very restless, in case you don't know. Like, that's why I've been swinging a lot. I don't even bother. I'm doing my own thing like, we all have our capabilities and we all have the things we can do. You are not going to make me feel less or put me down by comparing me to another child with different capabilities, different skills, different abilities. You as a parent, you're meant to encourage me to develop the ones I have, to develop myself better so I can move forward. And you're trying to bring me down by comparing me to someone else. What makes you think I would want to work on myself? What makes you think I would even want to like myself and appreciate myself, to even do more and excel in my schoolwork or whatever in life? Or like, the logic doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many backwardness in this Nigeria. I think that's going to be a whole different topic. But when you make comparison, you're limiting the other person's mental capabilities. Like, you're limiting the things they can do, how they think about themselves. Like, they start to see themselves less. It's a mental thing. Like, you need to understand your child, so you have like a good relationship with them. Like, you want a child to do good, but then you're using another child's performance. You can be like, okay, what is happening? Like, talk to them like they're your child. They're not robots, they're human beings. What's happening? Like, do you need something like a study? Like, there's so many ways to encourage your children. Bringing them down by measuring them and threatening them is not going to work. You are going to make them hate you. They will hate you. They have every right to feel that way. Look for ways to encourage them from within. You are their parents. Develop that relationship with them. Like, I was almost forcefully taken advantage of, and his excuse was he's only human. Don't that punish you? How is it human? That's wild animal behavior, because they act based on their instinct. They can't control themselves. How is it human to go around taking advantage and you're saying you're only human? Why's my voice cracking? That gender, you people scare me. Not everybody, obviously. Like, that's the reality. You guys actually scare me. There's a reason we're called higher beings or higher animals, because we're rational. We have that thing that animals don't have. They act based on their instincts. They can't control themselves. Once they feel they need to itch, they will itch. They can't think about, oh, if I itch, this is what's going to happen to me. My body's going to turn red. My body's going to peel. They just itch when they itch. You acting like that, you can't tell yourself, why am I behaving like this? How good or bad is this action? What are the consequences of this action? Why am I performing this? You can't ask yourself that. You can't think for yourself. The fact that you tell yourself that you cannot be controlled means that you're referring to yourself as an animal, because what makes us rational is the fact that we can think about the choices we're about to make. So the fact that you can't actually, you actually don't want to stop and think, like, it's something you can do, but you're telling yourself you don't want to think about your actions before you perform them, means that you're literally calling yourself a wild animal. That's not a human thing to do. What the hell, please? And the fact that you can't think and you just don't want to makes you an animal, because you're an instrument of your body, and you're not meant to be doing that. Y'all disgust me. That's so nasty. The last thing I want to talk about was I think somebody said something about confidence. Confidence isn't something that's extrinsic. Like, it should not be embedded in extrinsic things. It is an intrinsic thing. It's an intrinsic value. You shouldn't say rather that, okay, I'm confident in myself, I'm confident in my being because I have 3 houses. I'm confident because I have 5 wigs. I'm confident because I have 10 billion in my account. No, it shouldn't be embedded in those extrinsic things. Like, it shouldn't be, your confidence shouldn't be attached to those things. Like, you are confident because you know who you are, you know your worth. Like, you know that this is what it has taken for me to get here. You know that you built yourself. You know what you have done. You know the sacrifices you have made. You know how much, you know what it takes you and how much it takes you to wake up every day and put up a smile and do what you want to do and chase your dreams. That is why you are confident. That is what makes you confident. Not because you look good in makeup. Not because your hair, I mean, I'm not saying you should look like a fool, please. Everything, it's a nice package, is good. But your confidence should not be attached to those things. So that when you don't have those things, you feel like you don't have worth and you don't have confidence. When it should be in a way that when you take away those things that are add-ons, when you take away those things, you still feel the same with or without those things. That's why those things are add-ons, additional value to your life. It's not meant to be what defines you. So you should feel confident because you are this person. It's not easy to push through. There are lots of things going on left, right, and center in people's homes. It's not easy to tell yourself, yes, this is what I'm going to achieve. It's not easy to do any of that at all. Confidence should be as a result of that. This is what makes me me. This is why I'm confident. I wake up and I am this person. This is why I'm confident. I'm not confident because I have this house. I'm confident because I respect myself. I know who I am. I am never letting anybody try to manipulate me into thinking I am what I am not, because I have built myself and so many experiences have shaped me to the point where I know who I am and I know what I want, even if I don't know what I don't want. Like, even if I don't know what I want, I know what I want. I don't know how to explain it. I may not know what I want to be. I know where I am. And the more I build on that, the more I'm able to navigate where I want to go. I will still always come back on track because I know who I am and I know where I'm coming back to. Oh, my SD card only has 4 minutes left. Oops. That's what confidence is. It should not be attached to these extrinsic things. Like extrinsic things are like material, physical things that are just meant to be add-ons in life. But intrinsic things are things that will actually help you grow and help character development. Doing things that develop you intrinsically would help you feel better about life, and they will move you to a better place and you feel safer. You just feel better as a person. That's why you see lots of people, they pursue money but they're not happy, because happiness is an intrinsic thing. They don't work on things to give themselves that intrinsic value. They just act, lose themselves in the process, chasing extrinsic things. I actually hope I was able to make sense. My battery, battery just died, you guys, but this was a wonderful session. Like, this was a nice session. Like, I love. So also let me know in the description what more things you'd like me to talk about, like topics and stuff, so I can create a different episode for that. And also I do this thing on my story where I ask questions about topics that you guys would like me to talk about on this series. So make sure you're always staying in tune with my IG story. And then see you guys. My you know what, humans, we make mistakes. We don't really know what's the right thing to do at time. No. We know the right thing to do. We just find it difficult to do the right thing because we always know. You always know.